Your heart knows the way. Your light seeks to expand. Your awakening is a blessing to all. Greetings, keepers of the flame. If you are upon the path of ascending consciousness, in fulfilling the destiny of your souls through calling, and you are awakening spiritually every now moment, I greet you with gratitude for all that you are in service to life. For truly, at the higher realms of existence, we are collectively co-relating and co-creating towards a common goal of arriving to a dimensional reality of existence where we coexist as gods, goddesses, as the embodiment of the Christ consciousness, the Buddha consciousness, the Muhammad consciousness, all different words for the same conscious expression as divine intelligence, light, and divine fulfilling love. So then, our collective energetic symbiosis helps us in raising the frequency of the world, which then enables us to fulfill our individual soul destiny, mastery plan, and at the same time, fulfilling the destiny of the planet with all her co-hosts. Some may ask, where are we going with this? Where? You mean, where is this passionate speech going? One which I've been sitting on for many years now? And well, for most of you, you may have asked, all these trials and tribulations, to what end? The answer is the same to both questions. How about that? Just bringing my multitasking skills here on display, which was what I acquired from everything I had to go through to arrive here. And now it just sits pretty on the display shelf like now. I don't multitask anymore with practical life. Ain't nobody got time to scramble and multitask in this healed part of town where the joint is the joining of ease, peace, and flow. So, what are we awakening to? To what end? And most importantly, where is this speech going? Speaking of multitasking, while I'm at it, I am seeking to take this opportunity to share a few seeds that everyone can plant. Here we go round the mulberry bush, mulberry bush, mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush. And this is the way we plant the seeds, plant the seeds, plant the seeds. This is the way we plant the seeds. Well, we are trying to co-create a world where we never, ever have to say within an exclusive group or community, oh, let's stick with each other because we are all we got, or we are family, etc., etc. One may ask why? Because if we feel the necessity to stick with each other, it implies that we are not feeling safe or secure from beyond a certain unit or boundary, because it ultimately implies that the consciousness of separation yet exists. And where there is separation, it implies that fear yet exists within the collective consciousness. We are trying to co-create a world where everyone is family, because we truly are. We are an expression of a unified, omnipotent, omnipresent consciousness at our core, if we choose to acknowledge it and find the strength to remember it and then activated the innate knowing that we are one, which then activates our innate divine power to sustain life, to fulfill life, to be the very abundance of life. Imagine stepping out your door and everyone you meet is family. Every single person has love for you, just as you have love for them. Where love is not an exclusive commodity, all the transactional stuff, but an essential commodity to then be the very nature of existence. Imagine. This is what I do when I daydream. We are trying to co-create a reality where there are no triggers, no more triggers, because everyone then has taken the responsibility to heal from within, and therefore it emanates to the external world. And therefore, there is no trigger, there is no side-eyeing, no eye-rolling, no evil eye, none of that shenanigans. Everything just flows. Everything and everyone is at peace, ease, and grace as a way of living, where everyone is supportive of every individual's highest fulfillment of soul destiny, in the knowing that ultimately each individual is an expression of the divine that exists within each. How about that? And this is a reality that we are co-creating. A revolution of love, of oneness, because that is what we truly are. Because what you imagine is where your energy flows, and that attention is what we can create into physical reality, to bring into the expression of life. And as we know, where attention goes, energy flows, and that is the very simple basic law of manifestation of life. And so therefore, let us put our collective attention towards manifesting a new earth, that of freedom, of beauty and happiness from our heart, internalizing our love towards externalizing the experience into the material realm. We are all each other's blessings, and therefore the shift to new earth is a consciousness shift of the feeling of our sacred heart energy, which is love in all our actions, which becomes a blessing. And this is the golden voice of the I Am presence. And this cannot be done by one man alone. Planet Earth is not meant for just one person or for the elite, however way you put it, nor is it just for the kingdom of humanity. It includes all forms of life and all kingdoms, the angelic hosts, the people kingdom, the elemental kingdom, all forms of cosmic life. We are trying to co-create a world where inspired actions come from a place of exploration of life, where creativity is fostered from the beauty of life, where humanity no longer has to create from a place of survival, hardships, and necessity, where it is no longer created from a place of pain to purpose, rather creating creations and being expressions of creator source, direct inspirations of the abundance of life. Imagine all that beauty within and without, everywhere. Well, it always starts from within, and when your cup is full, it automatically starts spreading and emitting without to the external, to every life form you interact with in this opportunity called a lifetime. And because we can never pour from an empty cup, always has to start from within. Trust me, the pouring from the empty cup is a hard and heartfelt lesson I earned and I learned this lifetime. And well, a few other previous lifetimes. Heck, it took me a few decades just to scrub off the dried, rusted stains of the cup, my cup, to welcome eternal divine waters. Guess what? Turns out Coca-Cola, that fake sugary syrup, is so unhealthy that even it cleans out the rust in the cup. On a side note, did you hear about the benefits of Coke as an external agent? Check out DIY videos of multi-purpose cleaning of the Coca-Cola. And it is a perfect metaphor because the divine works in multiple ways. Yet, the darkness ultimately will be brought to serve the light. The light always is the master and the mastery, because the light is not self-serving. It seeks to illuminate without any boundaries. It is only when people build a wall that the light gets cut. We are a generation of breaking down all the walls and the barriers. And that's my greeting this evening with utmost gratitude to you. I know what it has taken for you to actually even align yourself to the frequency of this video and the message. So coming back to the cup, when the cup, after a long period of detoxing from Coca-Cola, still on the metaphor, roll with me, including withdrawal symptoms once you stop the Coca-Cola, and then even allowing the Coca-Cola to get rid itself of the junk from the cup, it is then we align ourselves automatically to the frequency to be filled with divine waters. And because the divine water is limitless, it starts pouring out and then starts spreading to every life form we interact with here in this lifetime. For me, it has started reflecting in my everyday rituals too, like rubbing perfume on my nose first, prioritizing me smelling the fragrance all day long before considering smelling good for others. Game changer, I tell you. Hold on. One more second, please. I like mixing the two. Okay, let us come together through the heart in feelings and intentions in our everyday lives to actively manifest and create our heaven here on earth. Who's stopping us? Let us co-create with the millions of beings who are now operating from a heart-based consciousness on this path to heal from within and without, as powerful co-creators. A legacy of existence towards a planet that is synonymous with beauty of life because of the freedom of life, for the very destiny of humanity and the planet itself with all its life forms is planet freedom. And so it is. We are one. We are love. We are light. We are peace, ease, grace, harmony, and all the qualities of essential harmlessness in action. We are God in action. I am is God in action, as we all are. Blessed be. And oh, cheers. Here's the divine waters. The Coca-Cola can now go to the cleaning cupboard. Peace and blessings. Namaste. I'll see you soon. Bye.